What is up, guys? It's Chaz Giovanni here with the first installment of Hey, Hope This Helps. And what today's video is going to be about is overthinking. If you see the setup that I got going on, it kind of looks like I overthought this entire setup. I'll get like some behind the scenes footage of this setup in just a second. I'll put it up on the screen or whatever. But yeah, you know, with me, I like to be a little creative and just think outside the box. I feel like I'm always trying to record videos indoors. Outdoors is like my thing. You know, I love being outside. I love taking nature walks. I love just being one with nature, I guess. It's always been my thing. I've always been a very adventurous person, even when I was a kid. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I wrote down like some little notes here. So if you see me looking at my phone, that's why. We'll start with anxiety and stress when it comes to overthinking. Anxiety and stress usually ensues whenever you start to get into those overthinking cycles, if you will. Basically, it comes from, you know, just overwhelming yourself with thoughts of, okay, I need to be doing this, or, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done this, or just, you know, maybe like you're overthinking about regrets and you're just really wearing yourself out from thinking too much. And then it starts to raise your blood pressure, starts to make you hyperventilate, and it starts to make you feel as though you're not in control of you. We as creatives, we tend to go through this a lot. It's not fun. It sucks. But the best way to just kind of mitigate that is to just take a second, breathe, and allow yourself to regroup. And it's a lot easier said than done. But, you know, there are some ways that you can get into doing that. But we'll get into that in a minute. Another form of like overthinking could be like comparison, which is you comparing yourself to others. Say, for instance, like you're on social media, right? Just scrolling or whatever. And then you see somebody like maybe it could be a friend, or maybe it could be someone you don't even know. But you see somebody online who is in a better situation than you currently are. You feel as though you're not doing what you're meant to be doing or what you're supposed to be doing. Like you feel like you're just wasting time. Or at least that's how it feels for me sometimes, because I do struggle with comparison from time to time whenever I'm on social media, or if I'm like scrolling social media too long, longer than I probably should, and looking at people just bragging and, you know, showboating about what their achievements are, what their accomplishments are. If I'm focusing on that type of stuff, yeah, I'll start to get consumed by it, and I'll start to feel overwhelmed, stressed out, start to feel anxiety behind it. It's not a good feeling. So normally whenever I go on social media, I try to get on and find things that can inspire me, find something that can motivate me and push me to want to do something better or do something fun. For instance, like I just recently made a video where it's like kind of like a behind the scenes TikTok video of a product shoot that I did for this lotion that I got as a gift. And it was Bath and Body Works lotion. So I was like, probably do something really cool with this. So my wife was telling me, hey, you have these moments where you feel like you're not doing anything, that you're being stagnant. Do a product shoot. You know, you have a lot of things around this apartment that you can use. Do little fake commercials for or whatever. And I was like, you know, that's not a bad idea. You might be onto something. She definitely helps me out a lot, you know, when it comes to me getting too much into my head, overthinking. And it's awesome to have that person that you can talk to that can help kind of like talk you off a ledge, so to speak. Not literally, but, you know, but just kind of like bring you back down to earth and help you to kind of realize that, hey, you're overthinking. This could be so much easier, and the time that you're spending overthinking can be spent doing something you truly love. In that sense of comparison, we all know comparison is the thief of all joy, right? So why compare yourself to others? I mean, it's easier said than done, and we can find ourselves getting caught up into that and not even realizing it. We get on social media, we're all guilty of it. We'll be scrolling and we'll sit there and see somebody doing something better than what we're doing. When in actuality, social media is fake. We all know this. Social media is fake. You know, it's just people's highlight reel, basically. So why compare your life to someone else's highlight reel when you know good and well that your life is great, or you may feel like your life isn't that great? That's okay. There's always another chance to make it better. Each day you wake up, there's always another chance to make your life better than it was the day before. And I know that may sound kind of preachy or sound kind of cliche or whatever, but it's true. It's really true. If you take the time and write out your goals, write out your aspirations, and try to keep things a little bit more organized, that can really save you from getting into those cycles of overthinking and where it feels like it's nonstop and you feel so overwhelmed and that you can't find a way out. You know, in writing things down and having like a kind of like a journal is what I like to keep. My wife really got me more into journaling. We as men can journal too. We can actually write down our thoughts, write down our ideas. You know, it's cool to have like a little, maybe like a little pocket journal that you can kind of like maybe pull out of a shirt pocket or your back pocket or something like that. If you got a hoodie, pull it out of your hoodie pocket and just start writing those ideas down or writing those thoughts down. And if you don't want to do that, these phones have notepads. You can write your ideas down at any given moment and you'll be able to flesh things out where instead of just keeping it all up in here, you put it down on a piece of paper or type it into your phone. Then you'll start to have your ideas out of your head. You'll start to make room for those awesome thoughts that you have to allow them to start flowing in. That's one of the many ways that you can, you know, kind of help kind of clear your head of overthinking so much and, you know, clouding your judgment from doing things that you know that you're capable of doing by talking yourself out of them from overthinking too much. Finding a solution is key to getting yourself out of any overthinking cycle that you may find yourself in. And, you know, some of these solutions, you know, could be in the form of a mental break. For me, I like to listen to music a lot. I'll often go and find some lo-fi music to listen to. I may be out walking or something like that, or I may be skating or riding a bike or whatever, you know, something that's like kind of getting my body moving, but something that can also kind of relax me as well. So I may have my AirPods in, I may listen to some soothing music, and I may even be out here like where I am right now. I'm actually by a lake. I actually love to go be by water, like a waterfall. I love to go to lakes, rivers, streams, whatever. Usually running water or rushing water tends to kind of cool me down and soothe me a little bit. Hikes, exercise, you know, just find a peaceful setting to put yourself in to kind of break out of your own head, if you will. So getting outside and being outdoors for me is almost like an escape out of my own mind. Because if you sit inside for too long, it can kind of drive you stir crazy. You start to have cabin fever. You know, that's another way to kind of get yourself out of that box you may feel like you're in when you're overthinking too much. Just fresh air is vital for the human body, for your mind. Like, you need fresh air. You need a place to kind of like stretch out and just, you know, just feel free. There's a lot of things that we have in our lives, especially in our adult lives. You know, we can feel so consumed by like work, our families, you know, trying to be creative, you know, whatever it is that you may have going on in your life that makes you feel as though I can't today. Take a mental break, go outside and just, you know, run in the field, go frolic or something like that. You know, frolicking is awesome. I haven't really done it yet, but I hope, you know, one day I will. All right. So we'll get back on topic. And I would say the last two things are talk to someone. And, you know, talking to someone could be maybe like your best friend, maybe your girlfriend, maybe your boyfriend, if you're into that kind of thing. Or if a woman is watching this, you know, maybe your boyfriend, your significant other. You know, to find someone to talk to that you can confide in, that you feel comfortable and confident talking to. And, you know, you may be able to bounce ideas off of that person. They could truly help you, you know, out of that overthinking cycle that you may be caught in. And maybe you guys can actually come up with an idea together. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. And, you know, maybe you don't want to, maybe you're kind of like me, where you don't want to feel like you're bombarding people with your thoughts and your ideas. So you kind of hold things in a little bit, talking to my wife about a lot of things has helped me tremendously. Like where there's topics where I don't really feel like I want to bring to my friends, like I would say like my best friend or whatever. And my best friend, I pretty much call him my brother. Like if I have best guy friends, they're like my brothers at that point. But if I don't feel comfortable going to my brother about things, I normally go to my wife. And I guess it's kind of like a only child thing because I don't have any siblings or anything like that. We tend to either go to our parents or we go to our friends or we go to no one at all. And going to no one at all is not helpful at all because you're just bottling things up. And if you bottle things up, at some point you're gonna explode, you know? Pressure busts pipes. So a good thing to do is either find someone that you can trust and confide in, or maybe seek professional help. And actually, there's a third one. You can talk to God. I highly recommend talking to God about a lot of your problems and a lot of things that you may be going through, because God can pretty much fix anything. God can fix anything. You know, there may be something that you may be dealing with internally, externally, mentally, physically. Take it to God. If you don't feel comfortable talking to anyone else, just bring it to God. And, you know, it doesn't matter if you don't know how to pray. If you feel comfortable, say, going to church, well, I know with us being in a pandemic, no, we don't really feel comfortable going into certain spaces. You can watch it virtually. You can even talk to, if you don't have a church home, maybe ask some of your friends that may be able to recommend a church home for you. Or if you don't have that, there's many ways that you can kind of, you know, find a church home to be a part of. Or, you know, if you don't want to go that route, you can always just talk directly to God. And YouTube, this beautiful space that YouTube has created for us, it allows us to search for a multitude of things that we are wanting to know more about. You know, there are some videos that can kind of lead you down a rabbit hole that may mislead you, but you'll know it in your heart when you found something that's actually beneficial to you and something that's actually helpful and can lead you in the right direction. I hope this video has helped you, and I hope that you found this video useful. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video if you thought it was dope. Somebody might need to see this video. I had to make it for you, so hopefully, you know, this can help you get out of your overthinking phase. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Peace.